Anytime we go to our UNRWA shelters, the first thing people ask for is food. They need absolutely everything. Children are crying in the corner because they want a piece of bread. And we really are just talking about bread here. This isn't enough for an entire population to survive on. We're having a lot of children malnourished, a lot of children getting sick, drinking even dirty water as well. There's a shortage of clean water supplies. Children are getting sick with hepatitis A, with diarrhea. They're suffering skin infections. This has been going on for weeks and months, and it's helpless. The humanitarian response is absolutely strangled because we cannot get enough supplies into the people who need it.
And what is stopping those supplies getting in?
It's been the same thing we've talked about all these weeks and months. There's not enough safe facilitation of the aid into the Gaza Strip. 69% of buildings have been damaged or destroyed. So how are we going to bring in aid? Where are the roads? The roads are filled with rubble. They've been bombed. They've been hit in strikes. There's only so many paths you can take. A lot of the area around the largest crossing is taken over by criminality, by looting. And this is something we've warned about since the Rafah crossing closed. This is something that we have been seeing and repeatedly warning, but people do not have enough. We've watched for months on end as children go through piles of trash to try and find their next meal. It's absolutely inhumane, the conditions that are being forced here because of the Israeli-imposed siege. It's unacceptable.
And these are the areas that you can access. When we look at the areas in the north, the besieged area for 70 days now, our correspondent was just saying that for the past 48 hours, it's been difficult to get any information from there. But for weeks, there has been warnings of imminent famine. What are you hearing about the situation up there?
We've spent this entire year reporting on what we can see. What we can't see is these besieged areas in the north of Gaza. What we can't see is Rafah. We haven't been facilitated access to Rafah since we were forced out in May. We have absolutely no idea the condition of not only UNRWA facilities, but United Nations facilities, United Nations premises. And in the besieged north, it's nothing but horror stories. It's nothing but horror stories. We're not able to get access up there. We're not able to provide any facilities and any aid to the population. It is unacceptable. There's these areas around the checkpoints that are like no man's land. Everything has been destroyed in every direction, and there is no eyes. There is no reporting of what is happening to the families that are crossing these checkpoints. When I was in Gaza City, I met an entire family who was only female. They told me that all of the male relatives had either been shot or detained. What can't we see? We're telling you what we can see, but what can't we see?